What's happening, guys? Today we're going to discuss a few different spinnerbait types that'll help you catch more bass when the water is super dirty. Alright, before we jump into today's video, I want to give a special shout out to Bass Munitions. Guys, if you know who Bass Geek is, which you should by now if you're watching this video, Bass Geek is a awesome YouTuber. I've learned a lot from his videos. I've been watching his videos for a long time. And here just recently, I placed an order with Bass Munitions. And the only thing I ordered, guys, was 2 packs of the Recon Shad. This is a green pumpkin right here. And I ordered a pack of the sour grape 2.8 inch 8-pack. And I also ordered the Menace 3.5 green pumpkin 10 count. But they ended up sending me a lot of other things. Recon Shad Ghost 8 count, which I already got into these today. Let's see here. Holston Worm, green pumpkin tomato is what it's called. They sent me the Ned 2.75 green pumpkin, and they sent me the Centipede 3-inch green pumpkin. I'm really looking forward to using that bait. But all I ordered was those 3 baits, and I got a letter in the package. And it says, your order went out 1 day late due to the post office shutdown. Threw in a couple extra baits. So, thanks, Jay. What it says. That's awesome, guys. You know, if you were to order something, you know, from a big name company, they're not going to do stuff like that. So, thank you guys for doing that. But what we're going to talk about today is some different spinnerbaits to use when the watercolor is super dirty like it is right now. This here is the Strike King Midnight Special. Okay, it's got a big old Colorado blade on there. This color is, you know, obviously black and blue, but it's got a rattle in it. You might be able to hear it. It's got a rattle with this spinnerbait. It's not too big, it's not too bulky. It puts off a lot of vibration. You know, you're not really too concerned about the flash because obviously, you know, the water is dirty. So that guy right there, when it is super dirty, I got 2 colors. I've got black and blue, and then this guy picked it up. Hadn't got a chance to open this one yet, but I figured we'd use this one since it's still in the package so you can see what it looks like. Okay, this is black and red. It's the same thing. They both have rattles to them, and I've added a trailer hook to this one. I'm a firm believer in any type of spinner baits. You know, you can kind of consider a buzz bait a form of spinner bait, wire baits. But I've added a trailer hook on there. I always add trailer hooks on spinner baits and buzz baits. That's just something that I do. Some people don't, but I feel like I get a lot more fish in the boat when I add a trailer hook. But these 2 right here, guys, they're pretty good. You know, when you're reeling this thing in, you know, that blade is going around just like that. It's not like a willow blade where it's barely turning. This guy right here is really moving. You know, but you can find these almost anywhere. You can find them at Walmart. You can find them at Cabela's, Bass Pro, wherever you get your tackle from. You know, you can find these guys. I have to drive a lot further ways than I would like to get to an actual tackle store in my area. So I'm glad that my local Walmart does carry these right here. Now, an alternative to it, let's say if the water is not super dirty, like when we would use a color like this guy right here, you can pick up Booyah. This is the Booyah blade. Okay, the Snow White. It's got two smaller Colorado blades on there, and I kind of want to open this guy up. I've got a bunch of spinnerbaits that I haven't opened up yet, and I've got a whole box of spinnerbaits that are already open in the tackle box right here. But we're gonna open him up just because I just want to see him. All right, so the Snow White is pretty cool. It's almost like a finesse spinnerbait in a way. It's going to have a good bit of thump. I wouldn't say it's going to be something like this guy right here. Just from throwing this style spinnerbait and this style spinnerbait, it generally doesn't put off as much thump as that Strike King Midnight Special. But this guy right here will work great if the watercolor is almost to that point to where it's a really dirty where you want to throw something like this, stained, a little murky. That gold blade and the silver blade together and that white, you could also get you some Spike It, and you could dip this skirt down in some Spike It, add some chartreuse to it, and it might help you land a couple more fish. But this guy right here, it's really compact. It's not like a War Eagle spinnerbait where that thing is open and it is ready to go. This guy right here is very subtle. Very subtle. I wouldn't throw this on a day like today where the water is so dirty that you couldn't even put your hand in the water and see it. That's where this guy would come into play right here. But just so y'all can see the difference, haven't added a trailer hook to it because we just opened it up out of the pack. But I've got, a plethora of different spinnerbaits in my box, and I will go over those in a different video of how I store my spinnerbaits. I actually store my spinnerbaits and my jerk baits in the same box. So I will show you which box that you need to get if you have some spinnerbaits and you're in a small environment such as a John boat and you can't carry around them big old spinnerbait boxes. I'll show you how to do that. But there's one last look at them, guys. Booyah blade, Strike King Midnight Special. These two right here, guys, will help y'all catch a lot more bass when the water is super dirty. We've got a lot of rain, and we've got a lot of rain coming this week. So these guys will be in play once we get back out on the water. Even though it's cold, you start slow rolling these across some cover, whether it be rock or whether it be wood. You'd be surprised at how many fish will bite a spinnerbait when it is cold outside. People tell you throw a jig, throw a jerk bait. Sometimes when it's super dirty and you need something to get the job done, you really want to pick you up some of these guys right here. Guys, thank y'all for watching. If y'all hadn't liked any of my videos, go ahead and like them. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to block this sun from blinding you guys. But I really appreciate it. I like making videos. I'm just getting started. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.